This Raw Vision video is brought to you by Metro Solar, proud partner of the Richmond Football Club.
I'm obviously not here by choice. Dimmer's sacked me over the last week. Yeah, obviously, guys, we called it a day. We've spoken about it over the last couple of days. The foot just got too much, and we've worked with the medicos over the last couple of months, and we realised we just can't get it to the pain to go away. So booked in for see a specialist tomorrow, and surgery's going to follow pretty soon after that.
Does that mean no farewell game? No.
Yeah, no farewell game. So it's unlucky.
How frustrating is it, mate? Given that at the start of the year you probably thought you might be able to go on for another year or two.
Yeah, definitely. I think right up to the last probably couple of days, it hurt pretty much. We tried everything we could. We've had probably about five or six procedures since the season started, whether it was just injections or actually manipulations and other minor things that we've done, and to pretty much get up every morning, train and go to bed knowing that you're going to have to fight it the next day. It was pretty disappointing, and I guess not being able to play footy with the boys or maybe ever again, it's going to hurt a little bit, but it all happens to everyone, so yeah.
Is it a standard of living thing now after footy for you to get the foot fixed up, just so you can go on with general life?
Well, yeah, I'm not going to die, so it's all right. Yeah, so my toe, we'll get it fixed. We'll have a procedure.
Will you be able to play lower level footy?
Probably not, no. So, which is, I suppose in that regard, I don't get to play with me two brothers, but I'll still be there to support them, and as well as the boys and Dimmer here, still support these boys. We'll be able to walk around, and I'll be able to live a normal life, probably just not run as much.
What does that mean for life after footy for you then?
Well, I've got a few options. It's just a matter of assessing it when the time comes. At the moment, I'll just get this foot fixed up, have the operation, and try and freshen up mentally, and just work it out from there.
Do you realise how much of a cult figure you've been in the game? It's quite enormous. I mean, the push-up king and all that. Is that sort of hit home?
Well, the boys would say yes, but I guess I live every day as if it's my last, and just be myself as much as I can, and what you see is sort of what you get. So I'm not trying to impress anyone or trying to change the world. Dimmer and all the boys try and make you feel as comfortable as you can, especially the club. They make you be yourself, and they get the best out of you, and I guess they've got a big part to do with why things are the way they are.
In that sense, do you feel you're sort of a little bit misunderstood or a little bit misinterpreted?
Always misunderstood. So pretty much
that's right.
First to say I'm misunderstood, but no, I guess for those who know me know what I'm about, and I guess I have their most respect from playing group, friends, family, the club and the fans, and I guess that's what you could want in a lifetime, I'd reckon.
What do you miss about the game?
Probably the mateship, I reckon, is what you miss the most. I think the friends I've made along the way, and the way the boys and Dimmer himself, they've looked after me is enormous. I don't ever reckon I could repay the favour for what they've done for me, but told everyone phone's still on. If they ever need to chat or call, don't be afraid. But yeah, I'll still catch up with them all outside of footy, and still got 5 weeks to go, haven't I? So we'll still make sure that we're around supporting as much as we can.
So you just addressed the players? What did you say?
Sorry?
So you just addressed the players?
Yeah, I had a chat to the playing group.
What did you have to say?
It's between me and the playing group.
Did you get emotional, mate? You're that sort of a person to break down in front of the group?
No, I guess the hardest part was actually telling the old fella over here. So that was the hardest part for me, and I'll be honest, I probably just held it together as best I could and said I can't talk anymore, enough's enough. And but apart from the rest, the boys have been, and the club have been outstanding, so it's nothing to get upset about.
There's a lot of love.
Coach's reaction? He was wrapped. You can ask him yourself. He's been trying for 5 years to get me out, so it's finally happened.
You're gearing up for a lap of honour. Is that your style? A lap of honour of the Jet?
No, said to Dimmer, probably lap of honour's not enough. I'm hoping Collins Street gets blocked off but no, I'm not too sure what we're going to do here. So no, we'll just enjoy it and spend as much time as we can as the boys and get them through the year and just see how we go from there.
Jake, rightly or wrongly, in the past couple of years, you've been involved in some off-field headlines. Has that taken its toll on you, or do you care about that sort of stuff, or is that? The headlines is no pretty much
in my eyes, club's eyes, Dimmer's eyes, I've got friends, I've got family. You know, it's what happens in life, and if you guys could sit here and say that you aren't in the same position or don't have any friends, and I reckon you'd be blind wind uphill. So I live life, and that's all there is to it. I have mates, I don't turn me back on mates, I support my friends and family, and I'll go on to do that.
Is it somewhat of a relief that you can now live your life, be friends with whoever you want to without that constant criticism?
There's no difference. So I live my life with the footy club. They've supported me every step of the way, and they still support me. So friends are who they are. You know, you don't turn your back on friends or family ever.
When you say you've got a few options, what sort of options are they? What career paths?
Time will tell. We'll soon see. But they're for me at the moment. We'll work it out.
Very secretive.
It's just life, isn't it?
Damien, he's going to be missed, isn't he?
Yeah, well, there's certain players, I think that players and coaches we enjoy having around the footy club, and look, he's a special player, there's no doubt about that. I measure player by a couple of things. It's one, the player that makes those better around him, and Jake is that, but also the legacy that he leaves. And you know, he came into this footy club, and it's certainly been better for him going out. So we really appreciate of the time and the effort that he gave us, and we're going to miss the little fella.
How important was he when, 2007, 2008, when things were more difficult? You talked before about his spirit and how important is the fabric of the club. Are there particular times that stand out where he was, particularly important for the group?
Yeah, obviously my first couple of years was important. He's one of those players that I think players play taller around knowing that he's around. But more importantly, I think, he's a real barometer for us last year. When we're playing our best footy, Jake was certainly a part of that, and I've got no doubt that the season we're having as a result of Jake solely in responsibility for not playing enough this year. So, look, he's a player that I loved having in the side. He was always one of my first pick because of the way he played and the way he represented the jumper, and it's what we want all our players to be like. If you could put him in a bottle and give it to all our players, it would be a better footy club as a result.
Favourite memories, Jake?
Favourite memory? Probably the day of getting drafted. Was always pretty good. I was working on a roof, so people heard it before, and being told 24 hours before you're not getting drafted, and then being drafted by the club telling you they don't want you was pretty funny. And it was quite good, and still to this day I remember getting off the roof and we had straight to the pub for a counter meal, so that was always one to remember. But I guess, apart from that, the whole journey itself has been something that I'll never forget, and don't regret any of it, wouldn't change any of it for the world, and can't thank the playing group and the club enough.
If finals were still in the equation, would you have fought through the pain, or that's it? It was never even a possibility.
Well, I think there's still a chance. We're still still a chance to make.
You're
finals,
not, so
aren't we?
just
Time was up. So I guess I've gotten everything out of my body as best I can, and I've been training even the last couple of weeks. I literally can't even kick a football without any pain. I can't change direction. Running in a straight line, I have to run flat footed. I can't get up on my toes. So love to play finals, and if the opportunity had have been there to play finals, would have put my hand up. But Damien's a smart man. He would have told me to get out of his office and don't even bother. So he would have made the right call.
Jake, how will the last year's final sit with you move on when you finish up?
How will it?
Yeah, what do you think?
We lost the game, so I've lost a lot of games along the way. For me, it won't even register. So the good that I've got out of this, like the club, the playing football, the friends, the mateships, losing a game, the reality is it's just a game, but what I've got and achieved outside of that is over and above. So that I played in a final and we lost, so be it.
Is anyone going to take over your title as the push-up king?
I hope so, then you guys can get off me back. Be nice.
Would you like the players to do anything symbolic next round, like push-ups or?
Nah, the players are the first to admit I already get too much attention, so if they go out and win and get 4 points, then that'll be enough.
Damien, what career path do you think you should take?
Oh, it's funny, I know Jake, very well, and like I think one of people said earlier, he probably is a little bit misunderstood outside these four walls. We realise how important a person he is. You know, he's a great player, but more importantly, he's an outstanding individual. You know, my family think highly of him, and a lot of people within inside these four walls think he is a salt-of-the-earth type guy. And look, whatever he does, he'll succeed at. He's worked incredibly hard to forge an AFL career. What did you play, 100 odd games, you know, started 23, back blocks of Diamond Valley, wherever the hell he was. So he's a hard worker. So whatever he does, you know, I think he can coach. I think he's been incredible for our VFL development side. So whether that's the path he chooses, I'm not too sure. He keeps telling me he's got these options open to him, so we'll see how he turns up. But whatever he does, he's going to succeed, and he's got that sort of character in him.
Damien, retirement's, despite the jokes, they're never easy. Are you confident you can stay off anymore from Richmond this year?
Oh, we'll wait and see. Obviously, we'll just worry about Jake at this stage. It's like any footy club at this time of year. There's some difficult decisions have to be made, so we'll work our way through those over the course of the next 5 weeks.
Jake, what's your take on the year? Obviously, being a disappointing one for the club. What have you made? Why is that happening?
Why we are, as a playing group and coaching staff, we have our reasons, but same thing, 4 walls that'll stay in it. Boys have just, I guess, been very inconsistent. We had a late start with injury. A few of the boys, the leaders at the club who didn't play at the start, you know, sort of interrupted the first start of it. But in saying that, I reckon you look past it, and we do as a playing group, and take note of the last 4 weeks and how well they've played. And then, you know, the good part about footy is you've always got another week. So hopefully we can finish off the last 4 or 5 with wins, and all of a sudden you start talking about how well we finished it off, and next stage is taking it into next year and making sure they're full steam ahead.
Damien, were you disappointed with Tara's actions on Friday nights and referred straight to the trophy?
Oh, we've dealt with that, so we'll move on. End of the day, as we spoke about previously, you know, Ty's a quality player, and it's out of character for him. We want him to be tough and physical, and you know, we'll accept our full responsibility with that action. So.
Did you want him to apologise, or what did you make of the apology, the public apology?
No, listen, that was Ty's decision. So he's a grown man. He made his own decision, and move on from that, I think.
So you didn't want him to?
Oh, it's Ty's decision to apologise.
Well, King, guys.
Congratulations.
Sorry.